What a night in Trojan Arena. We really needed to win this game to stay in first place. I knew it was going to be tough because we played the hottest team right now in the Sun Belt, the most improved team in the Sun Belt. They had won 4 games. They were on a 4-game win streak, and they beaten people by 20-plus points, and the way they're playing has been amazing. So I never felt safe in this game, even with a 15-point lead. I knew that they were going to barrel back at some point. I'm just proud of my team for pushing back and making the plays down the stretch to win the game.
And Coach, let's just talk about the one player that probably had the biggest impact in terms of the scoring column, Fortuna. She comes back after being out on Thursday, comes back with another double-double, her 14th of the season, 24 points. Talk about what it was like to have a player like that back.
Well, I mean, it makes it a lot easier to win a basketball game with Fortuna out there for all the things she does. And, we needed both of those shots at the end there that she made. So her drawing the foul at the end. So it's not even just what's on the stat sheet. It's her maturity and, just her presence, everything she brings.
And Coach, this starting five, obviously you've rolled with it for most of these games, and they continue to be a dominant starting five. Talk about what it's like to be able to go from top to bottom, shooters to inside. Everything just seems to be met with this starting five.
Yeah, thank you. I do think we have a lot of good balance out here between guards and post players. And, they're still getting better. They're still learning how to play better. If you look, Zay tied her record with assists tonight. So at the beginning of the year, she kind of had that mentality, I have to score to help us win. Now she's understanding who all is around her, and she's pretty much saying, I've got to rebound, and she's moving the ball more, getting more people involved, and it's making us harder to guard. So we're still getting better. We're still learning the balance on this team.
And Coach, just talk about, obviously you guys had the 15-point lead with a little bit left in the half, and then they fire back, and it becomes a tie ball game. They take the lead. You guys showed that maturity yet again, and then like you said, Fortuna hits those 2 free throws with a critical foul that she drew. Just talk about what it was like to kind of witness that and to see Fortuna knock those down.
I mean, I'm really proud of her for knocking those down. I mean, I think she had missed one in the game. She had made all of her free throws except one. She's a great free throw shooter, but the thing that I was thinking was, if we would have been down 20 points at halftime, I wouldn't have been as worried. I would have known we were going to come back because we've done that so many times this year. But what we hadn't done is had a lead the whole game and lost the lead towards the end and then kept the composure to win. And so that's why I called, I think it was my 3rd time out, was just to bring them over there and say, it's okay, this is what we do. We don't have to come back from 20 points like we've done in several games, but we just have to hold the course and be smart and do what's smart and win. And I'm just thankful to God that it did work out because they'll keep faith in that.
And Coach, obviously you guys are 2-0 now on this road trip. It was a historic night on Thursday. Tonight, just talk about how you were able to kind of compose the emotions going into this game, knowing that you guys still had the keys to the driving seat. Just talk about how you guys were able to maintain that.
Yeah, that's really what we're focused on, trying to do the things it takes to do to stay in the driver's seat. So I used to just say, hey, y'all, we got to stay in the driver's seat, but everything's coming down to one play. Everything's coming down to one improvement we can make during the week. So we're trying to focus on the things it takes to stay in the driver's seat. And today, we were trying to make sure we communicated. We were trying to keep the ball out of the paint, and they did a great job of that until the 4th quarter. Their post player really started going off. But there's a lot of ways to score in the paint, and we really withheld a lot of those ways. So it's about doing the things it takes to stay in the driver's seat. That's what we're focused on, and that's what we were thinking.
And Coach, I know you touched on it a little bit in Thursday's game, but you guys brought back out the pink. You guys had the silent auction. It was K-Yow night. Just talk about what that cause means for you and to be able to celebrate it and to support it today.
Yeah, so year after year, we get a call from the K-Yow Foundation and just say that of all the Division I teams, or Division II, I guess that's across the board, we're one of the biggest contributors for that, and I cannot take any credit for that. Dobo, Haley, Kuhn, Coach Jennifer Graff, my associate head coach, they work tirelessly on the silent auction, on all the things that go on. And we really raise a lot of money for cancer research and give to that. And so I'm thankful that we can use, our influence in these games to do something so important. I also want to say it was a great night. It was our letter winners night. We had a lot of letter winners come back, and I'm thankful for each and every one because after the game, they met us in the practice gym for a picture, and I think our players were able to come out and see, it doesn't end when we're a senior and we graduate. Once a Trojan, always a Trojan, and we're all a family. And so we ended with that picture right there in the practice gym with all of our letter winners and all of our players. It was a special moment.
And Coach, one thing that's unique about this interview is that I don't have to talk about a road trip coming up next week. You guys come back, return home. Talk about what that's going to mean for the team as you guys prepare for next week.
It's really nice. I think it's the only time all year we've had back-to-back home games like that for 2 weeks. So it's going to be really nice. When you're home like that, you're able to sleep in your own bed and get on your own schedule. You're able to get in more shooting and maybe more individual work with your position coach. And we always, in the past, have seen big improvements on weeks that we're at home a little bit longer. So we hope to see that. We need it at this time of year to keep getting better.